Hey there guys, today we're taking a look at the brand new run of the MTH ES44, specifically the GE Demo 2010 with the underbody LED charging lights. And to me this is one of the coolest locomotives in HO, and if you have not seen this thing before, well, you'll soon figure out why. So before I get this review started, we're going to have a little bit of fun. I can hear all the die-hard HO guys getting ready to fire up their keyboards and tell me the MTH is junk, da-da-da-da-da. No, this is a really neat locomotive. In fact, out of all the locomotives I bring home, this is the only one my parents have actually gone, holy cow, that's nice. That's really nice, as soon as I bring it out of the box. So, if non-trained nuts can appreciate it, you've done something right. So the details segment I really don't want to take too long on, but in terms of anything that's wrong, I've only noticed one blemish, and that's right up here in the sunshade. I'll move the camera so you guys can see. So yeah, there's one little blemish right here on the conductor sunshade. Besides that, that's it. This locomotive is in great shape. So we'll start up on the front end. Again, I don't want to take too long on detail because the coolest part about this locomotive is not only the looks, but seeing it run. But everything's very well done. The printing is immaculate. All the warning labels there. The GE logos look fantastic. All the grab irons, everything looks really good. The only nitpick I can see, this ditch light looks a little bent up, but I think I can level that out. Of course, you got all your MU cables, your air lines. The plow is separately applied. These are kind of like the Katos with the 4-prong plastic pieces in the back, so you got to kind of slide it down, up, and over. And I used a pair of tweezers to get the air hoses through the holes. It's been sitting fine ever since. Up on the roof, the detail's good. You got the AC unit, the I believe it's the roller skate, whatever they call it, antenna, and I believe this is a GPS dome on the rear. While we're on the roof, you can see even the lift rings are well molded. Proper 5-chime horn looks great. And again, anyone who tells you these locomotives are crap out of the box, go look at one. These are very nicely done. They have a ton of etched metal and separately applied details for the money. Alright, so we're just going to do a little side pass to the locomotive. So everything, again, very clear, very crisp printing. Evolution Hybrid, the GE Leaf logo, product of Eco Imagination, and 2010 are all very well printed. Obviously, it goes without saying, this is a very eye-catching paint job, and if you run this, you're going to get a lot of attention and have a lot of fun. Starting out on the back side, I mean, again, everything's very simple. All your grab irons are there, your labels, Evolution Hybrid on the back of the radiator fans. Looks great. Couple of cut lever. Hey, Athearn, take notes, please. The airlines. It's even got a rear knuckle in the back. This thing has a lot of detail. One thing I'm going to acknowledge, because everyone's going to probably go crazy if I don't, the handrails. I like these. You see these fat thumbs? They don't like Athearn handrails and very thin plastics. Look at that metal though. MTH and Rapido have got it figured out, so kudos for that. And just one pass on the engineer's side. Everything's a ship shape. Fuel tank looks great. It's even got the painted fuel gauge on there, which is a nice touch. And finally wrapping up on the engineer's side. In short on details, this thing is awesome. It's loaded out, and it's a lot better than people give it credit for. And now for the most important part of this locomotive and the coolest features, those charging lights and operation. Okay, so now we're back on the layout and we're going to do the sound and operation tests. So of course I had to get all my GE demos out just for the heck of it. But enough on that. Let's focus on the main. We're going to get to the main thing here, the 2010. Now one thing out of the gate I do want to point out, the PS3, it's not as bad as everyone says. I mean, I'm used to it no gauge, so I've got that going for me. MTH does have a lot better GE prime mover sounds. I've heard them in many O models, and this thing ain't bad, but some of the higher RPMs are a little derpy compared to what you could get in a proper Rail King or Premier locomotive. Okay, so for those who are not used to MTH locomotives, the default address is of course 3, but to get it started, you have to press function 3 on your remote. So right now we're set on address 3, and here goes startup. So for this segment, I went ahead and just muted the locomotive so I could talk. The coolest part about this locomotive, without a doubt, is the LED charging lights. Now, you'll notice the pattern here. Idle has the lights going from the trucks to the engine compartment. When you start moving, that changes. So it's going from the engine compartment to the traction motors in the trucks. That's a really cool feature, I think. And there you can see the step light kind of coming on when we stop and start. One thing I want to point out, the mechanism on this locomotive is just as smooth as the scale train rivet counter sitting right beside it. And for anyone who has doubted it, you need to try one of these things out for yourself. I can't stress that enough. They are a lot better than a lot of people give them credit. So one thing I forgot to mention, you're going to hear a little bit of speaker crackle. I think during my testing it may have picked something up in the layout. It actually has two speakers in the fuel tank, so you are getting quality sound and quite loud at that. So here's the function chart. We're going to go through a few of these just so you guys can hear all the vital sounds. Start off with the bell. They actually updated it to an E-bell for this year's release. Horn. Forward horn on F9. Function 10 reverse. F7's front coupler. Rear coupler is the same on F8. And it should be noted, this comes with KD scale couplers and not the proto couplers. So all you guys that complained about them, don't worry. Function 23's coupler close. 22 is coupler slack. So we'll go through all the notches real quick. This is done via function 19 and 20. So 19's rev up, 20's rev down. So here we go.
Make sure the fan fins are topped off. All right, I'll check that out. Fan fins are topped off.
So there's a sampling of the prime mover. One cool thing, as you notice, when you're in idle, you do get random crew talk and a few other background sounds. These can be controlled. There's a few sequences on functions 13 through 16, so we'll play a few of those real quick.
Take a look at the compressor. Sounds a little noisy. All right, I'll check that out. Make sure the fan fins are topped off. All right, I'll check that out. Is she ready to go? She's in good shape.
There's a little bit of chatter in that drive line, but I haven't really broken the engine in, so I assume that will quiet down in time. Still a very, very smooth mechanism. Alright, so I went ahead and muted the locomotive just because it is so loud, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my closing thoughts so y'all get to watch this thing run and strut its stuff. Overall, this is an awesome piece. The biggest feature obviously is the LED lights. That's something that no one else has the guts to have done, and kudos MTH for bringing this technology into the HO market. I mean, only Lionel and MTH are the only two who have done this. So that's really cool. The paint job, beautiful. Detail, these things are awesome. I mean, you compare the Intermountain ES40 sitting to the left and the MTH. The MTH pops out 10 times more. The detail's better, it weighs more. Honestly, it runs a little bit better too. I mean, I know all you diehards you're cringing a little bit because of fat handrails and whatnot, but I kind of like the MTH given that I can handle it and not have to worry about trashing all the detail parts. So again, that's a win for them in my book. Overall, you're going to pay about 200, ballpark 260. I paid about 256 for Train World after their shipping. Overall, if you can get a hold of one of these and you want one, it's like Krispy Kreme. You better get it while the hot sign's on because they do not stick around long. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope this is informative in your buying decisions, or if you just wanted to see this locomotive do its thing, here you go. I appreciate you guys sticking with me and, of course, watching. So I'll see you next time.
Yes, we do. Local Freight, you're just going up to the next yard, right? Over? Yeah, that's going to be our move for the day. Are you at the signal now, ready to pull over? We're at the signal, ready to pull. Is she ready to go? Compressor checked out A-OK. I'm about to turn you clear, over. Yes, sir. We're waiting for the signal indication. Roger. Coming your way now. Tower, I see the proceed slow. We're making the move, over. You guys have a safe day. Tower out.